The last episode of Star Wars The Bad Batch is the unofficial mid-season finale for the first season of the show. While in this video we will not be breaking down the entirety of the episode, I do want to focus on the major cameo at the end. With that said, obviously there will be spoilers in this video for Reunion, and I implore you to go watch Reunion if you have not seen it yet. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into it. The title Reunion indicates two separate reunions. First off being Crosshair's reunion with the rest of the Bad Batch, and second off, the audience's reunion with a character that we haven't seen since the 4th season of the Clone Wars. Literally years upon years ago was the last time we saw this iconic Star Wars character that was originally introduced in the season finale of the first Clone Wars. I am of course referring to Cad Bane. As was explained by Dave Filoni, Cad Bane is sort of the reigning bounty hunter before Boba Fett came on the scene in the original Star Wars trilogy. Fans have been wondering about the fate of Cad Bane for years now. Originally, in the final season of Clone Wars, with a lot of unfinished episodes, there was meant to be a final standoff between Cad Bane and Boba Fett, where the two of them, similar to this episode, would have a Western-style standoff. Only, unlike the ending of this episode where Cad Bane comes out on top against Hunter, a young Boba Fett and Cad Bane would draw their blasters at the exact same time, with Cad Bane striking Boba in his Mandalorian helmet, a brand new Mandalorian helmet that he would acquire over the course of the Clone Wars episode, whereas Boba's blaster bolt would be a fatal blow to Cad Bane. This was of course meant to be the end of Cad Bane in Star Wars canon, but the episode was never officially aired, meaning obviously it isn't official Star Wars canon, therefore leaving Cad Bane to return later down the line. And now he finally has in the Bad Batch. Based on comments made earlier in the episode, we know that Cad Bane was hired by the Kaminoans, something that is nowhere near out of the ordinary, as the original template for the clones, Jango Fett, was also hired by the Kaminoans as well as Dooku. And in Star Wars, the Kaminoans frequently work with bounty hunters. We know that just like Fennec Shand, another bounty hunter commissioned by the Kaminoans, which was confirmed earlier in this episode, that Cad Bane's job is to bring Omega back to Kamino. It's clear the Kaminoans are paying top dollar to get Omega back. She's super important, with many people speculating that she has her own secret inhibitor chip. But with the upper echelon of bounty hunters such as Fennec Shand, and now Cad Bane after her, it's clear that she's an exceptionally important asset to the Kaminoan. With that out of the way though, let's go ahead and talk about what we know Cad Bane has been up to since we last saw him all the way back in the 4th season of Star Wars The Clone Wars. Timeline wise, about a year and a half has passed since we last saw Cad Bane on screen. And while we don't have a ton of information on exactly what Cad Bane was up to, we do have a little bit, including the fact that he sold the schematics of the Jedi Temple after breaking into the Jedi Temple in the 2nd season of Clone Wars to the Separatists for a massive amount of money. The other thing Cad Bane was up to is actually a little bit more intriguing than even this. We know that Cad Bane took the young Boba Fett under his wing for some time during the Clone Wars, and although this is nothing that we've seen on screen in the Clone Wars yet, it is confirmed to have occurred in Star Wars canon. And with Boba having knowledge of Jango Fett and his great reputation as a bounty hunter, wanted to train his son Boba in his same footsteps, believing it a tradition to carry on the bounty hunter lineage. So for at least some time during that period where we have no idea of the whereabouts of Bane, he was in fact training Boba Fett, again at least for a small portion of it. Now though, we know he's been commissioned by the Kaminoans to bring Omega back home. For what purpose we're unsure of. It's unknown whether or not the original storyline from Clone Wars will play out in the Bad Batch, but I really hope that it doesn't. While I think a rivalry built up between Cad Bane and Boba Fett would be interesting, I want Cad Bane to be a series regular villain for the Bad Batch. And I think a combination between Cad Bane and Crosshair working together to stop the Bad Batch could be an interesting pairing, and prove to be more than a match. I also do want to say it was satisfying to see Cad Bane get the draw on Hunter, showing that even though the Bad Batch is a group of enhanced clones and enhanced soldiers, Cad Bane's decades of experience as a bounty hunter has really paid off. This is an individual that has fought Jedi over the Clone Wars, not just ordinary Jedi either, Jedi like Anakin Skywalker and Obi-Wan Kenobi, and has even bested them on multiple occasions. Anyway guys, what are your thoughts on the reunion of Cad Bane with the Star Wars fanbase? Personally, I'm way more excited for the next episode of Bad Batch, and I heard rumors that there was a character that we knew appearing in this last episode, but I'm really excited that it was Bane, and I did not guess that at all. Anyway guys, did you guess that? And how do you feel about Cad Bane appearing in Star Wars The Bad Batch? Before you sign off, there is a big sale on the Star Wars merch page, as we just launched a brand new site, so we're trying to get rid of a lot of inventory. You can find sales up to 40 to 60% off, and at checkout, if you use code WAVE, you get 5% off your entire order. Anyway guys, may the Force be with you, and have a great day.